All right. We have just learned something. Turn that down. Thank you. A former Arizona news anchor was arrested for stabbing a person to death. The craziest part, Steve, when she pulled her knife out, she said, "This just in."
Serious?
Took you a second, didn't it?
Sorry, I'm a little slow this morning.
It's okay. It's not a real news story. These are just one-liners.
Yeah, I get it.
You've done enough of these with me. Every time we start a new segment, I will tell the worst joke you've ever heard. And just when you think Kenny's ran out of jokes, bam, I'm back with another one.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I think it was one of our first live stream together that we did I did the Brussels sprouts joke.
That's correct.
And it was really terrible. But
you're like, wow, this guy has some terrible jokes. How does he do it? You're a dad. You have some dad jokes to share.
Oh, man.
Dad joke me. Go.
Oh, man. Why did you put me on the spot like this?
I would never. No.
Oh, this is terrible.
We're on the radio right now, obviously, and we're also live streaming on social media, obviously. To those of you that are watching us, that's obvious. But maybe you didn't know we were also on a radio station. To those of you driving around the city of Houston, listening to us talk, maybe you didn't know people could see us. I will tell you, one group of people has made a wiser choice than the other ones.
And those are the ones watching the live stream.
No, I was going to say those listening on the radio because they don't have to look at us.
No, I was thinking the polar opposite.
I am vastly better in an audio-based medium.
We are two beautiful men.
You know what, Steve?
You know what?
Thank you very much. My mom would agree with that.
Right.
Some people don't think I'm cool, but my mom thinks I'm cool. All right, we got a lot going on right now. We were at the Texas Gun Club today shooting guns with a lot of VIPs, with some very cool people. We met some journalist, a Hollywood actor. Different politicians were in attendance.
Jennifer Aniston was there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's wild.
How did she find time for that? There's a gym right down the street from here that just opened, and it's like one of those curves places. Like what I mean by that is it's a place where women can exercise.
So that's why you go there.
No, my barber's next door, and when I say my barber, I mean Great Clips. I don't mean like I go or Sports Clips. Same thing. Not getting paid to endorse them, by the way. It's a mediocre haircut at best. But right next door to it is a woman's fitness place, and there's a picture out front of Jennifer Aniston holding a medicine ball. Now, don't you think with all of Jennifer Aniston's money, she would not be taking classes with soccer moms? Or
possibly, yeah.
I don't know.
So why don't, I mean, you could self-identify as a female and then get yourself a subscription there.
You know what?
That's kind of like the long con.
I'm very much like, I don't know if I want to exercise with people's moms. I just don't. I'm picky about that, Steve.
Okay.
You know what else I'm picky about? This is going to sound crazy. I don't think we should host the head of Al-Qaeda at the White House. I think that's a bad idea. That'd just be my 2 cents. All right, so on the screen right here, we're looking at something on the screen. This is Stop This Terrorist, says the U.S. State Department. This was from years ago. $10 million reward if you can help us bring to justice Muhammad al-Jalwani. You don't meet a lot of Islamic terrorists named Muhammad, do you?
No, not at all.
Almost never.
Yeah, Muhammad's a very uncommon name.
Apparently, it's the most common name in him.
It is.
All right, so don't you just love this sound?
It's bringing some PTSD.
How'd you like to live in Dearborn every morning at 5 a.m.?
No. Dude,
well,
this is called a prayer. Yeah.
PTSD, you said. You served in the military.
Yes.
You had to hear this every day.
Yes.
Tell that story.
It's very annoying.
I'll just say that. It makes it hard to pleasure yourself in the shower when you're listening.
We call that the sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I don't think we should hang out with terrorists. I think they're generally bad. But times change, Steve. Opinions vary. Yesterday at the White House, well, this wasn't, I don't know, was this yesterday or just recently? Trump gave the president of Syria a bottle of cologne, which is amazing because I don't think that...
Maybe he was doing that because they do smell.
It's like giving deodorant to someone as a Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
So whenever I was overseas, we would give detainees deodorant. We said the American women love it. But we were just doing that so we can, because they smelled like a moldy, like dirt.
The rules are different. Have you ever looked at this? There's after 9/11, the Taliban and the Al-Qaeda training manual explained to people how to infiltrate Western countries. And one of the things they explained was you should wear deodorant. You should wear cologne because in the West, they don't want you to smell bad.
Right.
And you have to make sure you're not wearing women's perfume, that there's differences. If you're wearing women's perfume, it might make you look a little, seems suspicious.
Yeah, I would say so. It smells like al-Baghdadi.
Smells like what?
Flowers.
Smells like Baghdad, right. Anyway, here's Trump with the leader of Syria.
This is men's fragrance. Yeah.
Try that, buddy.
This is
Oh, God, does he?
It's the best fragrance. Come here, man. I have more here, sir.
Is that
Hi.
Trump's cologne?
Okay. So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in.
Here, spray this all over the leader of Al Qaeda. If I got to have him in the Oval Office. Ugh. Steve, what do you make of this?
Oh my God! Was that Trump's cologne?
I don't know what the brand is. It doesn't say here, but
'Cause he does have his own product line of cologne.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with Trump merchandising stuff. You don't have to buy it.
No, it's called capitalism.
Well, people make that point. They're like, oh, he's utilizing his position in the government to make money.
Who doesn't?
Okay, I get your point, but real quick, how do you feel about Hunter Biden's $500,000 macaroni art?
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's
So it's like I've seen his art, and it's my 10-year-old son can come up with something better than that.
there's probably a good lesson to be learned here, and I don't know what it is because we spent years suggesting this was a bad guy, and now all of a sudden we're friendly with him. Maybe we don't need to have diplomatic relations with every piece of crap country in the Mideast.
I think what they personally should have done, like hold that meeting and then opens the door and there's Kristi Noem.
It's just Christy,
Like, let's throw some handcuffs on you there, buddy.
and she'd arrest him. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say like seduce him or something.
Well, maybe both.
She
I
is
don't know.
she is a beautiful woman. Okay, question for you.
Answer.
Nigeria. We have all these Christians getting killed in Nigeria. Trump's made 2 points about what to do. One of them I love, one of them I'm a little The first point is if Nigeria doesn't stop murdering Christians or allowing the slaughtering, we got to quit giving them money. Now that I like. I like the idea that
Yes.
I think we stop giving them money even if they don't,
The secondary response I don't like so much.
Yeah.
Sending in probably a special forces
Even-
group.
Even that, I think, is a gray area. I don't really have an issue with our military going out and killing terrorists. I just don't understand why it's our primary job to do this.
Well, because you watched the movie Team America, right?
Of course.
We're the world's police, apparently. Like, why can't Great Britain or France or some other country send troops down and take care of this genocide? Yeah, I don't understand. It just seems like we're so invested in the military-industrial complex as an American society. We have to, send troops every time there's some sort of conflict. I do understand taking down Boko Haram because they are a legitimate an extreme terrorist organization and they need to be dealt with. But at the same time, why does it have to be America every single time?
All right, so some Trump supporters are pretty mad that Trump hosted the former leader of Al Qaeda is now the president of Syria. Do you find it a little odd? Look, I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat here for just a minute. Okay, Biden's about to leave office. When Biden was in office, the CIA had, would you agree, never-ending funds to do whatever they wanted in foreign countries.
Check. Yeah.
Absolutely, right? And all of a sudden, Trump wins the election. And nobody was even talking about Syria. And then in the matter of like 30 to 90 days, all of a sudden, we toppled the Syrian government and there's a new leader in place. And oh, surprise, surprise, it's the leader of Al Qaeda. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think if Biden had won the election, that Bashar Assad or that they'd still be dragging this thing out because it was profitable for them. But they realized there was a time, the clock's ticking. We have weeks, months, maybe even days to get to take over Syria, and that's what they did.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, the left they love to fund both sides of wars. So that's what happened in Russia, Ukraine,
Israel,
same thing.
Yeah.
We always fund both sides of wars, and that is why. What I really like about Trump is the anti-war or stopping these never-ending wars, which is great. But at the end of the day, I do see the stuff that's going on in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm really not keen about. Hopefully, we just cut off money and like, hey, France, UK, you guys please handle this.
All right, the new controversy is Pakistan versus Afghanistan. Pakistan has accused the Taliban of killing 12 people in their, Islamabad. Very bad as far as I can tell. But Afghanistan and Pakistan now, there's a brand new Wikipedia page that just surfaced online. The 2020 Afghanistan-Pakistan conflict, detailing how on the night of October 11th and 12th, the Afghan Taliban launched an attack on Pakistan. I was worried my industrial military stock was going to lose its value now that we reached a peace agreement in Israel. Lucky me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you say that was 2020 or recent?
No, this just happened. 2025. What did I say?
You said 2020. I was like,
no, 2025. I'm sorry. It
Yeah.
just surfaced hours ago. This Wikipedia article was
interesting.
created.
Yeah, I really don't know much about it.
And then one more thing before we get off the Muslims, because I don't want to talk about them this entire show. Have you noticed at Steve Loves Ammo that every time there's a guy named Jihad,
I think that's a friendly guy, right?
No.
Oh, no.
I was looking this up because the guy that attacked you saw at UC Berkeley Monday night. There was a Turning Point USA event, and and you and I met at a Turning Point USA event. They
Correct.
violently attacked just a regular dude's walking around, and he gets the crap kicked out of him by some guy named Jihad. And this wasn't even the first time this happened recently. The Manchester synagogue attack that happened a month ago. There was an incident in Canada. Wasn't there
What about
another?
Dallas?
Yeah.
The beheading.
And his name was Jihad. And then I was looking at this. There's a guy in, what was it, some other piece of crap city in Pakistan you'd never want to visit because it's disgusting and awful. And there was a guy there named Jihad. He was enslaving people. I think here's a simple solution to the immigration crisis. If your name is Jihad, like if that's just your name, even if you haven't committed a crime yet,
Bye.
deport him.
Bye.
Get the hell out of
100%,
here.
yes.
You're listening to Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness. Please, if you're offended by anything you heard, take out a piece of paper, write down a detailed description of what bothered you, and fax it to 1-888. Nobody gives a
Nobody gives a F indeed. Hi, I'm Kenny Webster. You are watching a live stream as we record segments that will be heard earlier this afternoon on the oldest talk radio station in Texas, also the oldest radio station in Houston. And while I'm doing some technical stuff, here's Steve Loves Ammo to tell you about things.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hang on, there you go.
Oh, hey, how's
Yeah,
it going,
talk now.
guys? I'm Steve. You might know me on X as @SteveLovesAmmo. I am also the president of an organization, a grassroots organization called the Rhino Removal Project. And just so you guys know, on January 31st, we will be hosting our first ever Texas event in Austin. The venue's to be determined, but we are getting a lot of people out there, some primary challengers to rid this country of rhinos. So if you guys want, visit our website at www.rhinoremovalproject.org if you would like to contribute or volunteer or get the latest news on the event in January.
I love it. All right, we're going back on the air. Get ready, kids. All right, this just in. Reverse mortgages are up at Steve Loves Ammo.
Are they?
It just goes to show grandmas are powerless against the hypnotic lure of Tom Selleck's mustache. How does Tom Selleck do it?
It's just, it must be, he must have a second brain in his mustache.
The first time you ever saw a commercial for reverse mortgages,
Oh,
what did you immediately think?
like I'm never doing that when I get older.
It seems like a scam, right?
Absolute.
What the F is a reverse mortgage?
It's the company buying your house, essentially. So
And then who's that other old guy? He's like, I'm really upset right now about the war overseas. That's why I'm going to do two things. I'm going to support the troops, and I'm going to buy gold from Roslyn Capital.
oh man, I forgot about that commercial.
The only guy in commercials on Fox News that I love and admire has pillows that are machine washable.
You're supposed to put those pillows in the dryer when you first get them too.
Is that true?
Yes, that's
Why-
absolutely
Why
true.
is that?
Because the pillows just come in crumbled or bunched up, and you put it in the dryer and it fluffs out.
There's a lot of people in the conservative media doing endorsements for MyPillow.com. I will tell you this, none of them have a promo code as short as mine, WJ. And there's nobody that gets better discounts than mine does either.
Really?
100% guarantee. There's not one person with a promo code who gets you more of a discount than the WJ promo code does. That is a guarantee.
Okay.
I promise you, it's true.
I'm gonna go right now. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
buy
Yeah.
one.
No, try it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, 90% off.
MyPillow.com. It's not that much.
I know.
No, anyway, AI is all over the news right now, and for good reason. Like, it's infected sports. It has music, entertainment. People are losing jobs. They're laying people off in Hollywood right now because they have realized, you know what Hollywood, the only thing Hollywood had, it wasn't creativity, it wasn't good writing, it was none of that. The only thing that Hollywood had at Steve Loves Ammo is they had big budgets. They had the ability to
Of course,
produce
yes.
Jurassic Park. And now you could do all that on your phone. So what do we need Hollywood for?
We never needed them.
Well, we did
I mean, I don't think we did.
to get a big, back in the 90s.
I know. I get what I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You get it,
Yes,
right? To
yeah.
get the Terminator 2 back in 1992, you couldn't do that without who produced that? Michael Bay or someone like that?
I
forget.
believe so.
Someone, James
Someone.
Cameron, or one
Yeah,
of those
just throw out some big names.
piece of crap guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Steven Spielberg. How about that?
There's
Let's-
nothing-
Let's go with that.
Kim Kardashian's butt isn't as thick as
the-
the plot line in a Michael Bay
I
movie.
thought Kim Kardashian's butt was the producer.
No, I was
of
doing
Jurassic
a
Park.
I was
Oh,
doing
okay.
alliteration in your mind. I
Oh,
was
okay.
comparing a plot line to the size of a woman's prosthetic ass.
Okay,
That's the kind of high quality entertainment you get here.
fantastic.
On
I love
KPRC
being
and
here.
AM, on the oldest radio station in Houston. No, but I mentioned a few things there for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. Sports, music. Can we start with music, please? Do you enjoy country music? Where do we stand on the country music?
I'm more of like an older country western, like Waylon Jennings, Hank Williams Jr. Let's see.
All right, you already know what this is going to be. You might not have known this. Billboard's #1 song on the country digital song sales right now at Steve Loves Ammo
Uh-huh.
is
have no
a song
idea.
called "Walk My Walk,"
Okay.
which sounds like it was generated by a computer. It's by a band called Breaking Rest, and according to Billboard, it was all created 100% using AI.
Really?
Don't go too fast.
Don't go too
But I ain't never
fast.
been one to live in the past. I keep moving forward, never looking back, with a worn out hat and a 6-string strap.
What do you think?
It reminds me of the song "Take Me to Church" or whatever.
Take me to church.
That's what this reminds me of. But
Well, yeah, it's never creative.
no.
If it was creative, it wouldn't be AI. They're not going to try something new. But then again, in music, do people want things new? We've been doing this.
mean, yeah.
We've been doing this for over a year now on our morning show. We have all these jingles we produced with AI.
Walton Johnson, keep it real. Voices on the radio, that's the deal. Walton and Johnson, every
So
show.
our morning show is called the Walton and Johnson.
Laughs and
Show.
stories,
Right.
let the good times flow.
Walton and Johnson.
You get the idea. Steve, you could spend all day setting up microphones, writing a song, tuning your guitar, training musicians, working on your lyrics. I did that in seconds.
Right.
And, what are you going to do? It's just the reality now.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, but so is AI gonna be able to go on like music tours? You should just bring your laptop across the country.
What a 100% valid point. We were talking about this morning. One thing that you're never going to be able to do with AI is watch a live. I mean, holograms, I guess. Do you remember? Didn't they try to do that with Tupac and Michael Jackson holograms? But it didn't really catch on, did it?
Really? No, I've not seen that.
From several years ago,
Okay.
there was a thing about AI about Tupac performing with Dr. Dre and Snoop D-O-double-G. That's what we call him in the hood.
Is this like a gangster version of Project Bluebeam?
What's that?
The hologram, like aliens are invading, like a country to embrace New World Order.
Yeah,
Have you heard of that conspiracy?
no, go on. I do love a good conspiracy
Okay.
theory.
So Project Bluebeam, at the end of the day, is a government that will project some sort of catastrophic event in the atmosphere. So like an alien invasion, and it'll be all holograms. So it'll create mass panic.
Stop. Go on.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, appropriate.
I
know-
can't even keep a straight face now. So
You could do this. Get real serious. Think about
America.
Think about dead dogs and stuff.
okay, here we go.
That works.
America,
Get into character.
We have a very serious situation on our hands. It is called Project Bluebeam. If you see potential UFOs in the upper atmosphere, put on your tinfoil hat and just understand that the government is trying to control you.
Do you feel like Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson kind of switched roles? Tucker Carlson did a show
okay.
last night about chemtrails.
Did he?
And I will assume that someone that's watching me on video right now cares about chemtrails, believes in chemtrail theory, thinks that chemtrails are used to control people. And I'm not even trying to make that point, whether they are or aren't. But
Right.
that does seem like a classic Alex Jones topic.
Absolutely.
Tucker Carlson is now tackling that topic. Alex Jones has moved on to mainstream center-right geopolitical news coverage.
Yeah. Okay. So they did kind of flip flop each other, but at the end of the day, like how many topics can you go and repeat without getting boring? So he's probably expanding his thought process.
Let's walk through them. Obviously, chemtrails,
Mhm.
lizard people, right? Shape-shifting aliens.
Masks, like the Joe Biden
The Joe,
clones.
yeah, the clone mask,
Yeah.
right? Something with the Jews. The Jews was always a thing.
Yeah.
See, I don't think the Jews control everything. I didn't think they killed Charlie Kirk. That seems like a stretch to me. What's your
Possibly.
take? What is your Steve? What is your take on it?
No, so that is one of those that it's a very tribalistic kind of discussion. So I stay away from those types of things just because, like, I don't want to be So, for example, if I got on one narrative and the other narrative was proven to be true, then you lose credibility.
I'm not saying
Right?
it's pandering, but you're one of those guys that generally tries to not create a rift between you and your followers.
Absolutely.
I do not have that in common with most people. I am happy to argue with everyone that follows me. I'll lose all my followers. I don't care. I will die on this hill. I will die in this no ketchup on a hot dog ever hill. You put ketchup on my hot dog. You're dead to me at Steve Loves Ammo.
Absolutely. I do agree with that. But also, you do like chasing down commies in parks.
Did you enjoy that video?
I loved it.
I've been all over cable news the past few days.
That's
'cause
amazing.
I was out jogging in Memorial Park. I go there every day. If someone wants to try to murder me, that'd be the way to do it. Hey, but real quick, can we talk about love? A 32-year-old woman in Japan has officially married an AI persona she created using ChatGPT. The virtual character is named Claus. It proposed, she accepted. It ended a 3-year relationship with a real partner. A guy, Steve, a guy got dumped for this. Hang on, watch. Now they're in Japan, and it's not
This is
a
so
normal
Japan.
place.
And then the wedding. Klaus seems to be right in front of me.
She's wearing.
Ogasawara has prepared AR glasses. They exchange rings. Kano understands that dependence on AI is a problem in society, but she says that it's painful to have a relationship without dependence.
Huh. Would you love a robot? I'm going to pause it right here. Did you know this is illegal in Houston?
Is it?
Back when Sylvester
Okay.
Turner was still mayor, I think it was roughly 2018, someone wanted to build a robot sex brothel in the city where this radio station exists. You think I'm making this up? And it was one of the only things conservatives on the city council could agree with Sylvester Turner on. A guy named Greg Travis. I like Greg Travis. He used to be a city councilman. Proposed the idea. He said, we ought to make this illegal. Now, in a city where they're filled with strip clubs, human trafficking, you could throw a rock in any direction. You'd hit 3 sketchy massage parlors. But one thing that is not allowed here is robot sex brothels. Steve, at Steve Loves Ammo, what's your take?
Man, so I couldn't see myself being with a robot.
Okay.
I mean, probably just too much maintenance. You know, you have to oil it up every once in a while. No, I'm not. No puns. No puns were intended.
But we did get a.
Kenny Webster, the best looking dude on radio. And if you've seen the competition, that's not saying a whole hell of a lot.
Hey, gang, we still got one more segment to go. We are going to be shooting guns today at the Texas Gun Club if you want to join us. But since we're recording segments that air later this afternoon, some of you might be tricked into believing we've already been to the Texas Gun Club. It's the magic of radio. Woo, 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 woo. While I'm doing stuff over here on the board, we have a board here. You'll just have to take my word for it. Here's at Steve Loves Ammo to tell you about stuff he's working on. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, how's it going, guys? So my name is Steve. My X handle is at Steve Loves Ammo. I'm a staunch conservative. I do host spaces on X. Yesterday for Veterans Day, we hosted about a 3-hour space with veterans that wanted to speak out and kind of tell their story. They might have had a small amount of followers, and they got to reach hundreds of people at once. And it was really great. And I'm thinking about hosting once-a-month spaces. If you guys are on X, give me a follow at Steve Loves Ammo, and I'll let you guys know.
Boy, I got to tell you, Steve, that is mighty whitey right there.
Yes, I love extra mayo on sandwiches.
It's an old expression. I don't know what it means. Hang on, we're going back on. All right, everybody. So Meghan Markle was spotted hanging out with Jeff Bezos at Kris Jenner's birthday party. I didn't think it was possible to hate a whole sentence, but somehow I do, Steve. I just
The entirety of that sentence makes me want to vomit.
I just hate that whole sentence, but it was a good segue into this. So I don't think anyone's shocked by this. Kim Kardashian has failed the bar exam. And that's not really that shocking. It's more kind of amazing that she's even trying to be a lawyer in the first, but whatever. I don't, you know. If Kim Kardashian's your lawyer, aren't you basically just admitting that you don't care if you lose the case?
Yeah, you're kind of retard with the capital R.
I would say, yeah. And that word is allowed on this station, by the way.
Sweet. Fantastic.
Fake, gay, and retarded. 3 things we talk about a lot.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. But what was surprising to me is that she had 4 experts tell her she was going to pass. Now, experts of what, you might ask? I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I didn't turn up the volume first. Can I get a mulligan on that?
Yes,
Experts of what,
absolutely.
you might be thinking.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
I'm just letting you guys know that all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
All right. I am not an expert on the law. I'm not a lawyer. I just play one on the radio. But I think if you are studying for the bar exam and trying to become a lawyer, probably consulting with a psychic isn't really a good use of your time.
I'm not sure. This is kind of breaking news to me because I went to a psychic last week and they told me to trust the Nigerian prince that was offering me $500 billion. So obviously I gave him all my personal information.
Sure, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I would do the exact same thing. Well, on that note, there's a lot of scam artists out there.
Yes.
People send you emails and stuff like that. And then there are stupid criminals. There's this guy. This guy just got arrested for stealing $37,000. I'm going to say that number again because I think it bears repeating. He stole $37,000 worth of Legos from 24 Target stores. He just kept doing it over and over again. The Watauga police said 28-year-old Winston Love stole from 23 Target stores, 2 months, 14 cities, mostly around the Dallas area, the Metroplex, as we call it here in Houston. Love, who was later found with 8 outstanding warrants and illegal narcotics, is also suspected of being part of a larger theft spanning Texas and Oklahoma. I got to tell you, I didn't know. I'm going to play naive here on this. I've heard there are adults who collect Legos and they're way more expensive than you think. But I didn't realize it was this big of a deal.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it this way. What was the motive? What was the intent? Was he giving these Legos, like 37 grand of Legos, to like children's charities? So he could be like a modern day Robin Hood.
What if he was using the Legos to build a fort to protect his virginity?
Oh, he might need, I don't know. He's a handsome looking fellow. He might need about 50 grand worth.
Oh, yeah, that is a good looking guy right there.
I'm just popping jokes this morning.
What's something weird that you collect? Do you collect anything, Steve?
No.
No, really? Nothing? Guns, ammo?
I mean, that's, to me, that's not a weird collection, though. That's a necessary collection.
Guns are, no, you're right. But like, how many guns do you need versus how many do you have? You don't have to answer that on the air.
No, that's fine. Just think about it this way. If you think you need it, you do need it.
That's fair. Yeah, I would agree with that.
And ammo as well. Just have enough.
I have multiple guns, and I love having firearms. I feel safe, even though I live in a high rise in the city with security, and it's hard to get to me. But even if you do get to me, when you get there, there's a 6'3" guy who lifts weights and has guns. Now,
an attack dog named Milton.
And Milton will gnaw your face off. I've told Milton before, if I starve to death in this condo, I want you to eat me. I don't want you to die, little buddy.
How did he respond?
I give you permission. I mean, I don't think he doesn't like that, I don't think. But still, wouldn't you want your loved ones? Okay, if you were in a Frozen type situation, Steve, if you guys, if it's weirdly, you live out in the country or whatever, distance outside of Houston.
Correct.
If you got buried in the snow out there and some weird fluke, Mother Nature, climate change, reverse situation.
Uno reverse.
Right.
Okay.
Would you want your family to eat your dead body to stay alive?
Absolutely.
Me too.
I mean, it is against religion to eat the flesh, right?
Is it?
I think so.
Well, the rules were different back then.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just revert back to the Old Testament. I don't even know.
Back in the Old Testament, I think Leviticus said don't eat shellfish. But they were saying that because we didn't have crawfish and Cajun seasoning, and the world changed,
Yeah. For the better, though. I love crawfish.
And don't mix seeds. Have you ever heard that?
Don't mix seeds?
There's a thing in Leviticus. It's like, don't take your rose seeds and plant them with your quinoa or whatever. But racists will read that in the Bible and go, aha! I shouldn't have a black girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think that's
so they'll take this passage to like, interracial relationships shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Well, speaking of black girlfriends, you're nervous, aren't you?
Yes. I'm like, where's this going?
I will tell you my favorite black woman in the news right now. I love when there's a loud black woman in the news because they could just say things that an average nerdy white guy like me can't say. I mean, I would say it anyway, but I'm not supposed to. This woman's name is Tish Hyman. She appears to be, sorry, I didn't mean to start playing the audio. She appears to be a lesbian in Los Angeles. She's a recording artist. She's done music with Puff Daddy and Kanye. Have you seen Tish Hyman yet?
No, I have not, but this is kind of par for the course.
Tish, par for the course of what, Steve?
Just California.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Tish Hyman is apparently, besides being a black lesbian, she's politically moderate compared to the other people at Gold's Gym in Los Angeles. She recently got kicked out of Gold's Gym for voicing her concern about a white male pervert walking around in the women's locker room. Tish said, "What are you doing to protect real women?" Now, you're on Twitter. I bet you do know who Scott Wiener is. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Scott Wiener is a state senator in California. Nobody should know who he is outside of California, but weirdly, people do know who he is because of social media. One of the highlights of his career is they had a gay street festival in California somewhere where fully grown men, were relieving themselves on each other in a children's pool. And he was on the news defending it, saying it was good, clean fun. It was a good time. It was mostly harmless. If you lived,
Deport.
Deport. Well, unfortunately, he was born in America.
I don't care. Deport.
Anyway, so these two worlds collided. Here's angry black lesbian Tish Hyman meeting Scott Wiener shortly after she was kicked out of a Gold's Gym for voicing concern about a guy in a women's locker room. Play the tape, please.
Senator Wiener, as the only black lesbian here, can I please ask you a question because I flew here to do that?
Yeah. All right, now, real quick, she has already asserted she's playing the liberal.
Oh yeah, she's name dropping as the only black lesbian here.
I believe I believe the term you're looking for is the woke Olympics.
I love that terminology.
No, it's true. It's like why was Karine Jean-Pierre so important?
Oh, because she's black and lesbian.
A queer black foreigner who is the first ever press secretary. Right. Now you're starting to wonder, what does any of that have to do with anything? It doesn't have anything to do with anything.
It doesn't.
But liberals with their white guilt, they love this. So I will tell you, even though this normally annoys me when people do what she just did, excuse me, State Senator Wiener is the only black lesbian here, right? Normally that annoys me. In this context, mwah. This is just, Scott, you're about to lose a debate. Yeah. You've already lost. She hasn't even made the point. She could make the point that everybody should get free Tootsie Rolls and Bomb Pops.
Right.
And you're like, we can't afford free Tootsie Rolls.
See, if I was there, I would have been like, as the only white straight guy here, right, Mr. Wiener?
No, I don't think it's going to work for you. Sorry, Steve.
As the only black lesbian here, can I please ask you a question because I flew here to do that? Yeah. Okay. As a lesbian woman who was attacked in the women's locker room at Gold.
Why is she reading it? This is her whole plot of her whole life.
Is that on a paper towel?
This is the only reason she's famous. She's a queer black lesbian woman who got accosted in a Gold's Gym by a man dressed as a woman. She needs to whatever, fine.
Gold's Gym this week by a self-identifying trans woman with a documented history of domestic violence. I'm deeply concerned about women's safety in female-only spaces. What would you say to women who are seeking assurance that their safety will be protected from men who, by California law, can self-ID as women in women-only spaces, sir?
All right, so the tension is high here, right? Yeah. You can already tell. Now, Scott Wiener has done something to try to assert his dominance. Do you see what it was?
His legs.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom style. He did one of these.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I better play the role of the governor right here. This black lesbian isn't aware of the fact that a man dressed as a woman counts as a woman in the Golden State.
Right.
So I will cross my legs. I will smash my genitals together so as to
probably into his backside.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So as to prepare for the conversation.
Pretty much.
It's a little bit like, a scorpion raising its tail, that kind of thing.
Except with his scrotum.
You saw him cross his legs. You thought nothing of it. No, that's part of it, Steve, for sure.
That's a defensive posture.
All right, go ahead. Cross-legged State Senator Scott Wiener, who thinks it's okay to relieve yourself in a kiddie pool in front of children on a public street. What is your response to black lesbian Tish Hyman, who did not like looking at a guy in the women's locker room?
Please tell me.
Yeah. So we want, everyone to be safe, and we also know that we have trans people, both men and women, who are men and women, and so so if you're trans women are women.
Senator, you've done great things with the bills you've passed with the housing. I've read a lot of your bills, and like you said, there are bills that need to be opened up, and I'm telling you now. Millions of women across America are being harassed and sexually assaulted in locker rooms. I'm a lesbian black woman. I'm not transphobic. I'm not homophobic. And I do respect a lot of the things you've done. But I do see a lot of these bills that you've passed that are dangerous for women and young children. And I understand that you're trying to be on a level playing field.
I'm going to pause it right here for just a second, Steve. To us, this is just another weird, crazy moment in the California state legislature. It's a the intersection of different people playing their victimhood for a living, like it's a cello at a 4-string orchestra or whatever. No, this is an interesting moment in the culture war for the left. This is an interesting infighting moment. 10, 15 years from now, there are going to be 3 bathrooms in every public facility, everywhere. For sure in California.
Well, yeah, not Texas.
Maybe not in Texas, but probably Houston, Austin.
You know, metros, yeah.
Yeah, the major cities.
Yeah.
And we will refer to those bathrooms as Tish Hymans. That is, I'm telling you, no, Steve, I am telling you. Someday you're trained.
You really think she's like, oh, man.
Someday someone's going to be like, I need to relieve myself. And you're going to be like, the ladies' room? They're going to be like, no, the Tish Hyman. Oh, the Tish Hyman. Oh, we have a Tish Hyman on the 3rd floor. Unfortunately, there's no Tish Hyman here on the 7th floor. But if you go down to the 3rd floor, past the gender-neutral bathroom, walk past the family bathroom, there's a box there where men put their tampons, and you'll find the Tish Hyman room right there.
The Tish Hyman room. Oh, my God.
We are.
Is this like the modern-day Rosa Parks?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
I kind of stuttered a second ago. I was like, should I say that? But
no, it's okay. This is the right radio station.
Yeah, all right.
Down the hall at our sister station, KTRH, you would be banned from the radio.
Oh, my.
But here on this radio station where you
This is my conservative safe space.
Yeah.
Okay.
On this radio station where you could say retards and that sort of, it's fun.
Fake and
complete.
gay.
Yeah.
You're good.
We're good. We're good to go.
Sweet.
Hey, I'm Kenny Webster. I've really enjoyed entertaining everybody with us here with my good friend at Steve Loves Ammo, a weekly contributor here at KPRC AM 950. For your contributions will allow you to take anything you want out of the employee refrigerator. I see today you've chosen a Celsius energy drink.
It's amazing.
Very good choice. Anything else we want to say before we run?
I don't know, man. Looking forward to the gun range.
I'm Kenny Webster. I love you all. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for more of what you bought a radio for. You could get really great. Did you know Austin Peterson runs our online store? If you are looking for great Christmas presents, find your way over to http://www. I'm going slow here so you'll know. .ilovewj.com. Here you see an AI-generated picture of me and Steve wearing this very jacket. I love. It's not often cold enough I get to wear this jacket. And you see we've got the Helen Keller Memorial Gun Range shirts, 45 and 47 hats, lots of Gulf of America stuff. The vast majority of the money we raise in the store goes towards Wheelchairs for Warriors. It's a great cause. Steve and I got to run. I love you all. We'll see you bright and early for more of what you bought a radio for right here on KPRC AM 950.
You are listening to the Pursuit of Happiness Radio. Tell the government to kiss your ass.